Alrighty guys, so it's been a while since I did a video on this turd. It's going to be an update video on how it's still being a piece of crap. I've kind of given up on it at this point, and I'm going to drive it the way it is till it friggin' dies. I don't care anymore. I'm not putting any more money into it. As you can see, it's got a decent amount of rust issues. And right now, it's got an engine issue, either with the ignition system or with the fuel system. Not sure which one, but I've been trying to get this is now the #1 cylinder. Basically works half the time. I've had spark plugs, wires, both coil packs, and fuel injectors changed out. I just put on a new map sensor and a new #1 fuel injector yesterday, and it didn't change a damn thing. Other than the fact that cylinder 1 actually sort of works now. It was just dead before. Before we start this up, I'm going to hook up my scan tool. Not that you'll be able to read it or see it. Come on, where are you? There we go. So I got the scan tool. See if I can get this in a spot where you could actually read the stupid thing. Okay, so right now we have no codes. I cleared the codes yesterday and drove it around. And let's go into the data stream, view all items. Picked up this code scanner for like 28 bucks. It's normally around 90, but we're in open loop. I haven't started it yet today. Coolant temperature 77 degrees. So let's go ahead, fire it up, and you'll hear how it runs. See, now it wants to run good, but just listen. It also stinks. It smells, I don't know if it's overly rich, because it doesn't smell like gasoline. It's got a different smell to it. But it'll run like this for a while, and now this isn't going to want to focus on this thing. But the fuel trims, this is already going into closed loop. Yeah, we're already in closed loop. But the idle fuel trim on bank 1 is really compensating. It's at negative 34.4%, which tells me it's very rich at idle, which is probably due to #1 cylinder fucking off into outer space and not firing all the time. The long range, short-term fuel trims on bank 1, sensor 1 is negative 34.4%. Short-term bank 1, sensor 2 is 99.2%. So it's always been like that. Where's my long-term? Oh, there it is. But you could really hear the thing. Long-term fuel trims are 0%. But you could really hear the thing idling like crap. That's the thing. It'll rev fine. Now this isn't going to focus. But it idles like crap, and I just put gas in it the other day. It's like fog up. Now it's just being a piece of crap. So, and when you're driving around, if you give it more than 50 to 60% throttle, cylinder 1 just cuts, and it runs on 3 cylinders. So, I don't know anymore. I don't know what the problem could be. The only thing I haven't replaced is the ignition control module. Everything else in the ignition system is brand new. You can just hear it idling like crap. Almost sounds like a camped 4-cylinder. So, yeah. New plug wires, all that jazz. New map sensor. But it's just idling like a turd. And it's not tripping a check engine light right now, which is interesting. And when it does trip one, it's a multiple cylinder random misfire. But that usually takes a while. But it's literally bropping like a rotary right now. I just don't know. And I don't want to take it to a shop because I've already put more into this car than this car is worth. Quite a bit more. But it revs fine. Revs perfectly fine right now. So I don't know what the problem is. Anyway guys, I shall talk to you later. Hope you like this update video. Oh, that really sounds bad now. God, that's terrible. Alright guys, I'm going to Goodwill. I'll talk to you later. Alrighty guys, so I went inside Goodwill and looked around for a bit. So let's see how this thing starts up. Sorry for the noise. My camera really doesn't like outside noise or my car's exhaust. So let's see. So it started right up, but that's the other thing. If you go somewhere, it ran on 4 cylinders fine the entire way here. I was punching it, everything was good. If you go somewhere and you shut it off, you start it back up again after a bit. It runs on 3 cylinders. So that's the other symptom. I don't really know what to do about this next. The only thing that's left, the only thing is the ignition control module, which the coil packs sit on. And if I have to replace that, I'm just going to leave it until it fucking dies. Because GM was fucking retarded, and you got to take off the intake manifold, the entire intake manifold, to get to the coil packs and the ignition control module. You can't do it from underneath on this car because this car has the 3-speed. You can only do it underneath on the 4-speed automatics. The 3-speed's larger, and it's got a cross beam that goes across the underneath of the vehicle where the gap would be, so you can't do it on this one. But as you can see, this thing is barely idling. Like it's bad. It is back on 4 cylinders though, so let's go. And that's the weird thing, is it'll run on 3 cylinders for a bit. Sometimes the 4th comes back. I know my camera is really probably peeking the shit out right now, but and we'll give it the beans. Huh? That cylinder's cutting in and out, in and out. Before, on my way up here, you could punch it all you wanted, and the cylinder was fine. But after you shut it off, it's like it heat soaks, and then it's game over. But, alright guys, I'm going to put the camera down while I drive, because this is not a smart idea, and I shall talk to you later. But that's how this car is doing.